Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite Gem Rarity here with our favorite tour guide, Miss Reland Rose. Today I will be showing you how to recolor your Dreamlight Valley. So your game will go from looking like this, which is the normal way that it looks, into this. So if you would like to know how to do this, PC only, I'm so sorry, console players, please stay tuned. To use ReShade, you will have to go to this site here, reshade.me. The link you should see where you downloaded my preset, if you downloaded my preset. If not, if you're just following this video, then you will go to reshade.me, and this program is just a program to recolor the game. It doesn't affect the game in any other way other than to change how it looks. ReShade is a generic post-processing injector for games and video software developed by Recolor. Forgive me if I am pronouncing that wrong. Imagine your favorite game with ambient occlusion, real depth of field effects, color correction, and more. ReShade exposes an automated and generic way to access both frame color and depth information. Latter is automatically disabled during multiplayer to prevent exploitation, and all the tools to make it happen. So with ReShade, I have had it on when having people in my valley. There hasn't been any issues. No one has said anything. And of course, I haven't gotten banned. It literally just recolors the game. So we're going to go ahead and press download. When we get to this download page, we're going to choose download ReShade with full add-on support. The reason we're choosing this is because we want to have the option to toggle the ReShade preset on and off. So we'll go ahead and download that. Then we will open it to install it. It says this build of ReShade is intended for single player games only and may cause bans in multiplayer games. Again, I have not been banned. I mostly use ReShade on Dreamlight Valley and on The Sims. That's actually how I got the idea to use ReShade for Dreamlight Valley, is because I've used it on The Sims. So we're going to hit OK. And then we're going to choose Disney Dreamlight Valley from the list. If you do not see Disney Dreamlight Valley on the list, then you will have to hit Browse and find where you have Dreamlight Valley installed. Then we'll go ahead and press next. Dreamlight Valley uses DirectX 10, so we will choose that and press next. And here you have two options. If you would like, you can choose all. I usually choose all because I like to go through and mess with the different effects that they have available. There are so many. You do not have to do this. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed at all. This is just if you would like to. The other option you have is to choose my preset that you downloaded. So you would just hit browse and place it here from your download folder or wherever you downloaded it to, and it will strictly choose the effects that I used when I made that preset. And so that's if you just want to use my preset. But if you would like, you can just install them all, and then you can choose which ones you want to use. So we're going to go ahead and press next again, and it's going to download all those effects. Now here are the add-ons. There are a lot of different add-ons. You can go through and read these and see what you would like to use. We're going to choose these two here because I can't remember which one it is to turn off the effects. Turn them on and off. I like to turn them on and off for comparison. And also that's how I did the before and after pictures so you can see. So we're going to go ahead and press next again. It's going to download and install those two. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and load into Dreamlight Valley. This is my first time creating this kind of video. I'm stumbling a little bit. So you'll see up at the top where it's installing the effects and everything for ReShade. And that can take a little time, and I'll be back when it finishes. Okay, so now we have the effects installed. I don't know why it's giving me this error here, but it's okay. We're not going to worry about it. So as you can see, it'll tell you to press home to start the tutorial. So this is how it'll look when you first install ReShade. You can change how this looks as well. So it says welcome. Since this is the first time you started ReShade, we'll go through a quick tutorial covering the most important features. If you have difficulties reading this text, press Control and adjust the font size with your mouse wheel. The window size is variable as well. Just grab the right edge and move it around. You can also use the keyboard for navigation in case mouse input does not work. Use the arrow keys to navigate, spacebar to confirm an action, or enter to control, and the escape key to leave a control. Press Control Tab to switch between the tabs and windows. And so we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Now, this is the preset selection. This is where you will choose what preset to use. It's pretty much showing the full folder here, but it should just be Rarity Stream, and we'll hit select. And you'll see that that changed the color. At any time that you want to make a new one, you'll press this here. You can use inherit current preset. So if you wanted to take my preset as a base and then alter it, you can do that. And then you will type a name. And then you would just press enter. So now you'll see that it says ReShade Test 2 or whatever name that you put up there. And then you make sure that autosave is on so that it saves your work, the changes that you've made. So then we'll press continue. I don't know what this issue is here. So I did figure out that you can right click on that effect and you'll get this menu. And what you'll do is open the folder in Explorer and then delete that folder that has that effect, and the error will go away. But we're not going to worry about it. It's not a problem. I like to have the active ones on top. This is the list of all the different effects that we downloaded. As you can see, there are a lot, and you can do so much with the visuals of the game. Like it's crazy. Don't be overwhelmed. Don't worry about it. You can turn it on. You can turn it back off immediately if you do not like it. I like to play with these different things to create different effects when I'm playing the different games. But again, just don't be overwhelmed. Just don't be overwhelmed. So we're going to go ahead and hit continue. Down here is where you can edit any of your active effects. So for example, one of the ones that I have active right now is active sharpen, and that's shown right here. So you can change this, you can move it up, you can move it down, you can change that, you can go through these different variables. If you don't know what they are, like honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know what half the stuff means. I just mess with them. Like I literally just mess with them and see what happens. Um, like the ambient light, you can turn it down, you can turn it up, and you'll see the difference of how it looks inside the game. You already see it here on the menu, but we're going to go into the game so that you can see. The other thing I want to say is make sure you have this key when you press home, that'll bring up this menu. To toggle, you can use whatever button you want, but I use Shift F3, and so that's going to turn it on and off. You can have your print screen key or you can change it. I actually like to use the pause key. And then you can choose your folder of where you would like your screenshots to go. I'm not going to do that on here. I'll do that later, but you can choose what folder that you would like your screenshots to go into. Your screenshots will have whatever effects you chose applied. So most of like my thumbnails, when you see my thumbnails on my YouTube videos, it's usually a screenshot that I've taken with ReShade active. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and press home and get out of there and load into the game. And I'll be right back once it finishes loading. Okay, so now we are back in the game. ReShade was reloading. So now we're back into the game. We have our preset applied. If you downloaded and installed mine, if not, it'll look normal. So I just pressed Shift F3 to turn off the effects so your game would look completely normal. And if you do not have, or if you want to see how it looks for comparison, you'll just press whatever you chose to use for the toggle key. So when we turn it back on, we see the humongous difference that my preset makes. So again, we'll press home and open up this menu. Another thing, if you want to change the color of this menu, you can. Excuse me. You will simply go here and you can change it to one of these different ones. I like to use this one. It's a nice teal color, and that's the solarized dark. So we'll go back over here, and the game is gonna move around with the mouse. I don't know how to change that, but I usually have my controller hooked up too, just to like move it back whenever I change it with the mouse. So for example, filmic pass, this is with it off, this is with it on. As you can see down here is where you can change the different variables for that effect. So you can choose like how strong it is. So that's it being stronger and that's it being weaker. And I wanted like a soft kind of feel. I wanted it to be soft but vibrant in my game. And so there are other ones here you can go through. Again, don't be overwhelmed. Just do this. just be calm. You can go through. You can literally click it, turn it on. So that's bloom. And when you have the bloom, you can change the intensity. You can turn it up. You can turn it down. Or you can just uncheck it and turn it off. But there are a lot of different things in here you can do. I was trying to find that one. Is that one? That's not the one. There was one I was like, whoa, that is so crazy. Um, but yeah, there are a lot, but it's literally just if you wanted to make your own, you would just go through here and whatever sounded interesting, you can choose it and edit your game. Where is that one? I wish I could remember which one it was. I was just like, whoa. Like, look at that. Like, that's insane. Of course, you're not going to play with it like that, but Like this one makes it look like a drawing. It kind of messes it up a little bit there, but you can just turn it back off. So like I said, there's just a lot that you can mess with. Um, that you can just turn it off, turn it on, turn it back off, see what happens, and just recolor your game. Like there are so many different things you can choose. What does this do? Oh, that's different. It almost looks like you're looking at it through like a screen or something. Um, what does this do? That makes it look like an oil painting. That's actually kind of pretty. So now the game looks like an oil painting. Like that actually looks kind of cool. That probably would be nice for some screenshots. That looks really neat. But yeah, I'm not going to go through this whole list. I just want to give you an idea. And so if you did decide to, so if we left on this oil painting effect, you can just go down here and change how it looks. So like the sharpness, we can turn it down. And so it'll soften it up some. And you can see how they look. You can turn it back up. I really kind of like this. It's really funny. Like that actually looks kind of cool. And then at any time you can just reset it to default. So, yeah, so that's really ReShade. Again, it's just a lightweight. I'm just gonna leave that on, just for fun. That's really all. So as you go through your valley, you'll see how it looks. I recommend doing this in the daytime in your game. I'm going to go ahead and turn that back off. So I'll turn that back off, leave that on, and then again, whatever key you chose, so Shift F3 for me, this is how it looks off, this is how it looks on. So you can see the difference when you play with the different effects. And then again, you can go in here to settings, go to graphics, and adjust your time of day. So if I change this to, what time is it? If I change this to like the evening time, this is how it looks in the evening. So you want to make sure it's not too wonky that it messes with your eyes. And so this is how it looks without my preset. And this is how it looks with it on. So that's how it looks in the evening. And then if we go to night, which it is right now, this is how it looks at night. And I love how it looks. Again, this is how it looks without it. This is how it looks with it. So I love the softness and the vibrance with the more colors. And I hope that you do too. So that concludes this tutorial. I really hope that this has been helpful for you. I really did my best to explain it as simply as I can. It's really not hard at all, and it's really fun to play with for me, in my opinion. If you may not want to play with it, if you would like to just use my preset, feel free to. And again, I hope this helps, and I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.